Bible story of Adam and Eve. This is a summary of the biblical account of Adam and Eve. You can read more in-depth Bible verses from the scripture below and use the articles and videos to understand the meaning behind this teachable event in the Bible. God created the first man Adam and then created the first woman Eve. God put Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden to care for and nurture the land. He told Adam and Eve that they could eat from any fruit from the trees except for the tree of good and evil. God warned them that if they ate from the tree they would die. Bible meaning of Adam. Adam is both the proper name of the first human and a designation for humankind. God himself gave this appellation to Adam and Eve. Gen 5:1-2. The color red lies behind the Hebrew root Adam. This may reflect the red soil from which he was made. Adam was formed from the ground. Gen 2:7. Wordplay between Adam and ground Adama A is unmistakable. It is essential that Adam is identified with humankind rather than any particular nationality. The country from which the dust was taken is not specified. Rabbis believed it came from all over the earth, so no one could say, "My father is greater than yours." The word formed suggests the careful work of a potter making an exquisite art piece. Into this earthen vessel, God breathed the breath of life. Gen 2:7. These words describe vivid intimacy between God and man not shared by animals. Adam was made a little lower than angels or God at his creation and crowned with glory and honor. Psalm 8:5. Rabbi speculated the glory of Adam's heel outshone the sun. He was commissioned as a vassal king to rule over God's creation. The words subdue rule, under his feet. Gen 1:28. Psalm 8:6 suggest kingship over nature, but not over his fellow man. Bible meaning of Eve. Eve was the name given in Scripture to the first woman. The account of Eve's creation is found at Genesis 2:21. Genesis 2:22, perhaps that which we are chiefly intended to learn from the narrative, is the foundation upon which the union between man and wife is built, viz., the identity of nature and oneness of origin. Through the serpent's subtlety, Eve was beguiled into a violation of the one commandment given to her and Adam. The scripture account of Eve closes with the birth of Seth and the tree of life in the Garden of Eden. We're not explicitly told that Adam and Eve could not or did not eat of the tree of life that was in the midst of the garden. But it would seem that the fruit of this tree was a feast that Adam and Eve would enjoy once they passed the test of obedience represented in the forbidden tree. Revelation 2:7 speaks of eating the tree of life being granted to those who overcome or conquer. Clearly, Adam and Eve did not overcome temptation. They were meant to rule over creation, but couldn't rule over their appetites. Because of their disobedience, they were barred from eating of the tree. Revelation 22 reveals that the opportunity for God's people to eat the tree of life is not gone forever. Instead, the tree of life is gloriously planted in the center of the greater garden to come. In Eden, the trees bore fruit in their season, which means once a year. But in the new and better Eden, the tree of life yields a new crop of fruit every month. In Eden, the tree of life grew in the midst of the garden. But in the new Eden, the tree of life grows on either side of the river. It seems to have multiplied and expanded, implying that everyone will have access to it, all will be welcome to eat their fill. And it's not just the fruit that will feed us, the leaves of this tree will heal us. In fact, they will heal everything. Sometimes we hear the story of the Bible told as creation, fall, redemption, restoration. But as good as Eden was, we're not merely headed back to Eden as it once was. The story of the Bible is creation, fall, redemption, consummation. We're looking forward to a home that will be even better than Eden. Excerpt from Bible study. The serpent in the Garden of Eden. One day Satan came disguised as a snake and spoke to Eve, convincing her to eat the fruit from the tree of good and evil. Eve told the serpent that God said they should not eat it, and they would die if they did. But Satan tempted Eve to eat, saying that she would become like God if she did. Eve believed the lie and took a bite of the fruit. She then gave some to Adam for him to eat. Adam and Eve, now knowing that they had sinned, immediately felt ashamed and tried to hide from God.